Hey everybody, it's me, Troy from Scare Hollow, and I haven't really vlogged in a long time. Well, probably I think it's been a couple of weeks, I think, and because of West Coast Hunters Convention. And look, I didn't shave again. Now, every time I do these, I don't shave. Anyways, and then just family stuff and, having a good time, doing stuff, that I haven't been able to do. Like this weekend, all I did was clean, and now you can't see me because of the video. There we go. And so, yeah. So, we had a great West Coast Hunters Convention. It was fantastic. We had lots of people at our booth, lots of people at the Northwest Hunters Association booth, which was impromptu, just more of a photo op. And, mainly because we are still working out all the details and what we want to do. And one of the things that I've been thinking about over the past couple of weeks is that I'm going to take a new direction with how we're going to form this association and how we're going to get it rolling. Is we've asked for ideas and suggestions in the past, and a lot of people have come up with some great ones. And then there's also been a lot of people who haven't said anything. And I think it's more of the fact that they just want to see what it's going to be, and they'll participate at whatever level they want, which is exactly what the kind of association we want. We don't want people to think they have to do things, and we don't want people to think that there's nothing to do as well. So, being it that we were getting ready for West Coast and figuring out all the stuff that was going along with starting an association, we were working on getting the logo and getting the tagline and then getting the shirts made, which I don't know if you saw them, but Courtney Hart, who is a local haunter here in Portland, she is also a screen printer, not by profession, but she has a screen printing machine, and she did a fantastic job. Those shirts are some of the best that I've ever bought. I mean, and I've gone through Vistaprint for stuff, for a lot of our shirts, and I think those are good quality. But this, the fact that, like, in between the design, I probably should have been wearing this shirt, but I think it's in the wash because I've worn it so much, is that, like, in between the designs, instead of it being like you can feel the whole design as a raised image, you can only feel the parts of the image. So in between it, you feel the fabric of the shirt. So, like, all the black spots are all fabric of the shirt. It's not part of the screen. So it's almost like she, like, printed it on the shirt. It is some amazing quality. So, and we only charged $10 for them, which I don't know any haunt shirt out there that is $10. And so it made it very affordable, thanks to her. She has a great deal with a shirt provider, and she did a great deal for the thing. She made a little bit of money, and we made a little bit of money, and we ended up buying a very cool Necrotic Creations vampire skull wall plaque. And we had everybody who bought a shirt and anybody who came by either booth got their name for a raffle. And I think we probably had 30 or 40 people in the raffle. So anybody who had a shirt was automatically entered. And Grant McDonald from the Canadian Haunters Association, but also one of our very good friends, and part of our haunt family as well, because he's also in the Northwest Haunters Association, because we include anybody from Canada because they are super awesome, and there's not like a crap ton of them, so they bring a whole nother bit of weather type haunting and some of the kind of hauntings that they do. So we're pretty much in their association as well, and they're in ours. So it's just one big family, So, so he won, and it was very cool. And I'm about to sneeze, probably. If I don't sneeze. Whoa, nope, here it comes. Oh, here it comes. That's how I get rid of sneezes. I'm totally going to leave that in, because that was awesome. Anyways, I'll probably sneeze randomly in the middle of a conversation, but, so we gave it to him on Friday, or on Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, I think. And if Grant, if you're watching this, I still owe you a case of beer, and that is my fault because I got inebriated on Sunday morning, because it was like Sunday morning when we got home from the costume ball, and that was the plan, was to go out Sunday morning, get the beer, and then come to West Coast and do my class, which the class did not go well either. So just a word of caution to anybody doing make and takes or classes at a convention. If your convention class is in the morning before noon, might not be the best idea to drink a ton beforehand. So I did that. we didn't have kids that weekend. From Saturday morning on, we didn't have kids. So that's kind of been the first time since last Labor Day that we haven't had kids for a weekend or even a day or night. So a full 24-hour period. And so, when kids are away, parents will play. And yeah, we just basically just let the night take us. And we did we had a lot of fun at the costume ball. And if you've seen pictures, yes, I did dance with the blow-up doll, but that's super awesome. It was actually Scott Taterlin's girlfriend for the evening, and I stole her. And she made the rounds, but she was quiet the whole time, so that was good. But I ended up in the hospitality suite playing a huge game of Cards Against Humanity with RJ from Face Off and Sig Neutron from Face Off, and Brett Hayes from Fear Fair and the Haunted Attraction Association, Scott from Froggy's Fog, and Cliff Allen, and Leonard Pickle, and a lot of other people. It was good fun, and it was a huge game. I mean, it was like a whole table. Scott brought all of his expansion packs and all the packs for Cards Against Humanity, so there was a lot, and it took us quite a while to get through them. And of course, we were all drinking because the alcohol's free up there and everything, and it was good fun. There were lots of people up there, and it was super fun. So then after that shut down, because Leonard told us when it was time to go to bed. Leonard, I should have taken a cue from Leonard, because he goes, "Good, after this game, after this round, it's time to go." And so we're like, okay. So we decided to go down to the Canadian Embassy at the 13th floor at the Doubletree at Lloyd Center, and we did that. And we left the hospitality suite at probably 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think, ish. And we didn't leave the Canadian Embassy until about 5 a.m. So, yes, my class did not go very well. So I apologize to the people that took my class. They all did make their tombstone spotlights, but not with my help. They did it by the handout and a little bit by my help, and then Ashley and Amy came in and bailed me out and helped the rest of the class. So a few of the haunters will be getting a new private class here in town. I'm going to invite anybody that did come to the class that does live local to do it. I will also videotape it, and we're going to do it right this time. So I have to send everybody connections because I kept messing up where the connectors go and how they go. And yeah, so I kept doing it backwards, and it was not fun. So that was my fault. It was my bad, and I've learned from my mistakes not to drink before a big make and take, an electrical make and take, mind you. But yes, everybody did go away with a lighted tombstone LED spotlight. Everybody's worked, and so that's, yeah. So the webcam class went okay. It ran a little, well, the class before me ran a little late, and so I didn't get to set up the correct way, and so it was more of an impromptu kind of walkthrough of webcams and how to operate them and what they do, and it kind of turned into a question and answer session, which was really well, or went really well, and it was good. It was good. I liked it. Everybody, we kind of sat right in front of them, and we just kind of talked and did stuff. And so everybody kind of voiced what they were going to use it for. And so we kind of went through it, what they could do with it, what they could do with Windows Live Movie Maker, where I edit these videos and all that kind of stuff. So it was a good informational session. It was more hands-on than, here is a webcam, plug it into your USB port. Now, smile. So I didn't want to do that, and that's how I was kind of planning it out in the beginning. Not so Ben Steiny, but yeah, still that way. Anyways, I have to look and see what's outside because something made noise. It got randomly windy here tonight, so it was fine all day, but I would have liked this wind while I was doing all the yard work because I was sweating like a pig. So yeah, so convention's over. It was awesome. Already looking forward to next year. Had some issues with the haunt tour, but that was more my fault of letting the drivers go to dinner. Who knew that going to dinner would cause issues with them coming back on time? So I told them to be back at 9. They didn't get back till almost 10, and everybody was waiting to go home. But we all got home, and it was good fun. And so then... So yeah, now that we're home from West Coast, we're already looking forward to next year, doing, at least doing the Northwest Haunters Association booth, probably doing Scare Hall again too, because I'm going to start doing the hearse, start building the hearse, and I have an awesome place for the hearse at the convention. As long as there's no wedding. This year there was a wedding, and they told us that we couldn't put anything like anything scary up by where we normally do in the hotel, in the lobby. And so they told us we couldn't put anything there. And so hopefully they don't do that again, because it would be super awesome if there was a wedding and then I pull up with this horse-drawn hearse. I'm like, well, wedding, death. And so maybe I can get him, convince him to drive off in it. That'd be hilarious. So I'm building now. This weekend's all been about cleaning the yard, cleaning the house, cleaning the garage. The garage hasn't been really well. As you can see, there's still stuff everywhere. It's getting a little cleaner over here, a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's organized, let me tell you. So, my wife started to clean my garage, and she started with the workbench, and I was like, oh, no, let's not do that, because I don't want to cause an argument. And she doesn't put stuff the same place as I would, and I wouldn't put the same stuff she would. So I was like, hey, honey, let's not start this, because I don't want to get mad. And I don't want to get mad at her, because I love her so much, and she's awesome. And so I was like, thanks for helping, but don't. So she's going to help me with other stuff. She's going to help me with organizing more of the Halloween stuff and organizing the tables and stuff in here to get me more room and stuff. So we're going to, we're a good haunt couple. I know where I'm going to get mad and she's going to get mad. And so we're like, let's just avoid that. So, just another thing for Diablo to hate about us. We were going to argue about cleaning, and then we're like, wait. Let's not. We're a haunt couple. Let's not. So yeah. I'm tired. I worked a lot today. I sweated a lot. I did a lot of work in the yard. The yard looks great now for the backyard and the front yard. And so I ended up getting rid of a lot of trash. Some of this stuff, you should just see, some of the stuff was so nasty. And I don't know why. It's like been outside for like years since I moved here. And I don't know why I kept it. Some of the stuff had it was like cutouts of like stuff that I used, and then I like cut it out and I kept the piece around it that wasn't cut out. And I'm like, why did I keep this? And one of them is like, there was a lot of weird wood back there. I know, weird wood. Something you find in a dark alley. And so I just somebody commented on my post today about that it's National Haunters Hoarder Day. Is that, she's like, oh, as soon as you throw something away, you're going to need it. And I'm like, no, there's no way I need this shit. It needs to go out. So it went to the trash. I have another little run of stuff that was in a bucket, or like in a tote, and it was half full of water, and there was wood in there. And let me tell you, that wood was heavy. There it is again. I have heavy wood. Anyways. Oh, I laugh at myself. I know you're laughing too. Anyways. So, laughing at me, laughing with me. I don't care you're laughing. It's all that matters. So, yeah. So we cleaned all that up. So now I'm going to start on the hearse. The idea is that I'm going to have the hearse done by July 4th weekend, which basically gives me tiny bit over a month. I've got some weekends here and there that we're doing stuff that we're going to be gone for the whole weekend, so I've got the nights to do it. This is going to be one of those builds that I'm going to be able to do it piece by piece by piece, but I'm also going to do it in the backyard. Instead, normally I do it out here, and I'm not going to do it out here because I don't want people to see it. I don't want anybody to see it but you guys, and I don't want people in my neighborhood to see it because I want it to be the huge surprise. Like, I'm going to roll this thing out like at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when it's ready, and I'm going to put it all together out there. So, or if I don't, I'm going to put a big curtain over the garage and over the overhang and stuff like that so that nobody sees what I'm doing behind it. So I may put the easy up over it and drape it with curtains and stuff like that. So, because I really want to make this a big surprise to the neighborhood when I open it up in October. So it'll be in the backyard for the majority of the summer, but so a couple of the neighbors might see it because they have windows that can look into my backyard, but oh well. So I may, after a while, once it gets closer to being completion, I may cover it. Yeah, so that's the goal, is to get it to the point where all I have to do is assemble it, or because I'm going to make it collapsible. So I'm going to probably put it all together and then take it back apart and then put it back together again. So to make sure that it all works that way. So I'm droning. It's 14 minutes. So I am going to go. But yes, I just wanted to update everybody on everything that's going on. We're going to have a good time. And it's going to be awesome. I will come back with a few more vlogs in a week or so, and we'll see as the build goes. I'll get more and more and more and more and more and more and more. So, all right. I will talk to you all later, and haunt on.